This was a read aloud done with Dr. Davis during class. The task was to help a friend decide between disposable or cloth diapers.
Maria listened to the question posed by Dr. Davis. Immediately, Maria chose disposable diapers based on prior experience and knowledge of having two children.
After that, I used a creditable search engine to search for the information to support my position on that question.
Maria then used her online comprehension strategies that helped her identify which sites were biased and which sites were best to view to collect the best information for her argument.
I then skimmed through websites for information and used the text features that I know will help me focus on gathering the most important information to persuade my audience.
Maria then uses text-to-self connections to relate to the material she is reading, to have deeper understanding of what she is learning.
I then stopped and referred back to the question Dr. Davis made and looked at other sources of information to support my point of view.
Maria, at the end, knows that she must gather information from several sites to gain information and for the counter arguments that might occur during this topic.
This is the comprehension protocol for an adult reader that knows how to use different reading strategies like online reading strategies. And they include looking for credible sources of information, using multiple online sources, knowing how to avoid online distractors, skimming, using text features, and making connections between the online reading and prior experiences. The second text is a narrative read by a third grade teacher. She is reading Mrs. Darwin Has Visitors. As she reads, she starts using her prior knowledge to associate the settings, place, and time. She finds phrases like household accounts, which she refers to as words from back in the day. This knowledge of language helps her set the story accurately. Throughout the story, she makes connections based on that same prior knowledge. She bases her assumptions on memories from her science class. As she reads, she makes predictions about the purpose of the visitors. Details in the text also help her infer about that purpose. The prior knowledge from her science class and her knowledge on how language has changed throughout the years helps her figure out the plot of the story, and those connections help her make meaning of the text. In the online and print reading read-alouds, we can see how the readers rely on their reading comprehension to take actions with the text. For the online search, the reader used her previous experiences as a matter to take aside disposable diapers and look for evidence that could support her point of view. In the reading of Miss Darwin Has Visitors, the reader used her prior knowledge to make connections throughout the text. Those connections help her make inferences about plot, character, and setting. Her knowledge of language and vocabulary also helped her make sense of the text. As Davis et al. State, part of the comprehension process is a moment-to-moment improvisation of text, and this was evident in both texts. Both read-alouds relate with Kinch's construction integration model, where the reader's prior knowledge plays a very important role in the comprehension of a text. We can see this in the comprehension process of both readers. So if we were to define what is reading comprehension, we would say that a big part of making sense of text is being able to use the prior knowledge and prior experiences to relate to the text. Besides prior knowledge, knowledge of vocabulary, and knowledge of text structure helps the readers navigate successfully throughout the text. This is our analysis on what is comprehension based on the comparison of an online search and a narrative text. Thank you.